the ninth topic, that is combination of resistors. First thing I would like to suggest you that don't go for big circuits, don't go for big formula or big methods like the star delta method or junction method or symmetry method, whatever it is. First, let us try to understand the simple way only. That is the most important, and most of the time they ask questions based on this only. So what is that basic thing is, if you consider two resistors and if you join them such that one of the ends are joined, like it is R1 and it is R2, then the combination behaves like one resistance across these 2 points. This is called effective resistance between these 2 points, and that value will become R1 plus R2. Or between 2 points, if two resistors are connected such that both resistors are connected across the same 2 points. Here A, B, C. This is between AC, this is between BC. There is only one common point, but here and here two common points. Such kind of combination is called parallel combination, and between these 2 points the effective resistance will become R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. Let us solve the questions based on this simple logic only. But apart from this, you have to remember one more thing, that when you connect a resistor across a battery of voltage V, then the Ohm's law says I equal to V by R, and the heat energy dissipated will become I square R. Remember this formula also. And last and final thing is, sometimes based on this only, one simple formula we use to get the question, that is Wheatstone bridge condition. That is, we have seen in capacitor combination also, if 5 resistors are connected in this manner, if they are asking the effective resistance between these two, then these two series and all the 3 are in parallel. You can get it easily. But if they are asking the resultant resistance between these two, then it becomes complicated. And here they will give the condition, that Wheatstone bridge condition, if R1 by R2 equal to R3 by R4, then potential at this point equal to this point. Let's take like A, V, C, D. Then VB should be equal to VD. So no potential difference means no current passes. Then you can remove this element. Then once you disconnect from this circuit, then these two series, then the resultant parallel. Then what is the final value will become is R1 plus R2 is 1 and R3 plus R4 is another. These two are parallel means R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. So based on this data only, most of the times they will ask the questions. Let us solve 2-3 questions so that you will understand it. Let's take the first question. That is, there are total 4 resistors and the total current they have given as I, and one data they have given that if heat across 5 ohm means heat energy dissipated in 5 ohm is 20 calorie per second, then find heat in 2 ohm. Which one they are asking? 2 ohm. So what is the heat formula? I square R in a time t. Of course t is 1 second they are asking. So t is given. So what you have to find? Total current. But here the current junction is there. So here I1 and here I2. Then how to find I1, I2? Here in 5 ohm, what is the current? I2. Then H in 5 ohm is 20. That is I2 square R. I2 square R is how much? 5. So I2 square is 4, implies I2 equal to 2. So what is the current in 5 ohm? 2 ampere. Then what is the voltage across 5 ohm? 5 into 2, 10 volt. But this and this Both are connected in what? Parallel. Then potential difference across 6 plus 9 should be equal to how much? 10. What is the potential difference formula? According to Ohm's law, IR. What is the current? I1. So I1 into what is the resistance? 6 plus 9. So that I1 will become 10 by 15, 2 by 3. So I1 you got it, I2 you got it, then what is I will become? I1 plus I2. Once you get I, then you can substitute here. R is how much? 2. So that this way logical. Means like here heat energy is given, means you can find current here. And these two connected in parallel means potential difference same. Then you can find this current. Once you get I1, I2, then you can get I. So think logically and try to solve the questions based on the basic required data whatever we have studied. So that understanding and logical thinking always help you in solving physics questions. Now take the second question, that is find effective resistance between A and B. See here. Now if you take this combination first, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is like Wheatstone bridge. Then you can remove this because R1 by R2 equal to R3 by R4 or R1 by R2 equal to R3 by R4. Similarly, you take these 5 combination, this by this equal to this by this, you can remove this also. Then the equivalent circuit will become here and here 2R, 2R, and here R, R, and here 2R, 2R, A and B. Then what is the resultant resistance? These two are series, 2R plus 2R, 4R, and these two, 2R, 4R, 2R, this is again 4R. Now you take these three in parallel. So what is the final resultant will become? 1 by 4R plus 1 by 2R plus 1 by 4R. 1 by 4R plus 1 by 4R, 1 by 2R plus 1 by 2 small r. 1 by 2 if you take common, 1 by R plus 1 by R. Then 2R plus 2R by 4RR. So that what is the resultant resistance? 2RR by R plus R. So this way you can understand the series and parallel combination. Bit big, but the logic is same. The combination of series and parallel. So that's why I am suggesting you to solve this kind of questions only mainly. And last and final one, here also same thing. But understanding and making the circuit simplified is important. Like you consider here. First, these two are in series because only one end is joined. So that first I will write it like R, it will become 2R. This is R. Now here this side we have R, and this is B and this is A. Now these two are in what? Parallel. So what is the resultant will become? R into 2R by R plus R, 3R. So 2R by 3. Take it. Now this is B, this is A, and here R is there, and these two resultant is 2R by 3. Now these two are like one end joined. So these two are in what? Series. Then R plus 2R by 3. R plus 2R by 3, how much? 5R by 3. Now A, B, this is R, and this is 5R by 3. Now both are connected in what? Parallel, because they connected across same 2 points. So that the final resultant will become R into 5R by 3 by R plus 5R by 3. What is the resultant if you take LCM? 5R by 8. How much? 5R by 8. So this way you can solve the questions with the same logic whatever discussed in the beginning of the lecture. So this is how always consider like two resistors you take, check whether they are connected in series or parallel and then get the resultant. Then take other resistance. Like that 2 you go on solving and you make it into one resistor. Finally you will get one resultant or effective resistance. Now one last and final model, that is based on infinite ladder. That is also one of the important model. So R, so on between AB. Now how many resistors are connected? Infinity. But the combination is repeating like RR, so on. See, in mathematics you will see one equation like if you consider this or if you don't consider this, the function looking like same. Similarly, if you remove this or if you add this, there is not much big difference. That's why if you consider this is C and D, the effective capacitance between CD and between AB almost same. That's why we will take R between AB, R between CD, let's take X. Then this whole thing I can replace with what? X, because the effective capacitance between CD is how much? X. So that this big circuit I can make it as very simple way that this is X, this is R, and this is A, this is B. Now what is the resultant resistance? This is 2 are in parallel and the resultant is with series. These two parallel means XR by X plus R, and this is in series with this one means plus R. So this is the effective resistance between what? AB. But effective resistance between AB, how much we consider? X. If they give the R value, then you will get what? Quadratic equation in terms of X. So if you solve the roots for that quadratic equation, then you will get the X value. So this is also one of the important model. So please try to understand. One is simple series and parallel combination based question. Another one is widths and widths. And the third one is like the infinite series, infinite ladder. So try to understand and practice. The main thing is if you can find in a circuit the series and parallel combination, then it becomes easier. So hope you all understood and how to solve this simple type of questions based on combination of resistors. Thank you.